G'day folks, another gold prospector here, out on the creek today, and you may recognise this spot. This is where I filled a corner with overburden a few videos ago. So yes, I've managed to drag myself away from my new favourite creek, because this one was getting to me. I have to see what's in here. I'll give you a look what's happening here. So, as we know, we're coming down the log jam, and we've got the V of bedrock. Let's go through my legs here, and it continues on down through there. So last time I was here, I cleaned out sort of that section to about there. So today I've taken all the overburden off this, and I'm down to just past my shovel head there, and I took a pan of overburden, got nothing. I then yabby pumped it dry, well, not dry, but you know, clean. And that's not a bad first pan for the day. It's not huge gold, but it's certainly nice amount of it. So I'm going to continue working my way down through there for I don't know how long, because it continues all the way down there. So we'll see how the gold goes. If it dries up, I've got plenty of crevices to play with along here. So we'll see how that goes. Now, stick around. I've got a bit of news as well coming up, and that will affect the frequency of videos over the next few weeks. So hang around for that. I'll let you know what's going on, and I'll see you on the next pan. Welcome back, guys. So I kept cleaning out down along this channel. It seems to be the further I go, the less gold I get, which is bizarre, because it widens out. I don't know if you see it on the camera, but it definitely widens out and gets a bit deeper. There is a lot of overburden there, but even getting to the bottom, I still got like a speck or two. It was nothing special. So I sort of stopped up there, and I came up to this little spot here. I'm right next to the waterfall here, and dug down in there. It goes a long way. Like a really long way. It's deep, like elbow deep, with the spade, you know, with a little shovel on the end. Got some really nice material out of there. I'm nowhere near the bottom yet. Well, I don't think I am. Still need to suck it out or whatever. Look, it's not a heap of gold, but they're in there. So I might continue down there until it's empty. It unfortunately doesn't come further out. It lumps back up here and flattens out across there. And then I might just have a bit of a dig in there, because there's some potential that there's some crevices under that overburden. And then we might just move up a little bit. I'll show you whatever's in the bottom of this bit here. Alrighty, I've bait pumped it out and got down to nice blue bedrock at the bottom. And that was the result. Just a 3. So what, 5 or 6 total. I'm going to keep persevering around this little shelf and stuff here, see how I go. Sun's out now, looking lovely. Gonna be a warm one today, 27, which is probably the warmest it's been for quite a while here in Victoria. So I'm looking forward to sweating my you-know-what off in a pair of waders. Woo! Too many leeches to be doing it in shorts, I'm telling you now. I'd get suckered to death. Alright, see you soon. Back again. So I've just cleaned out this part here. Glare. But down to about there. A little bit across there. And not a bad result. It took me a couple of minutes. There wasn't much material in there. So I might continue around here and down under the pan there and see what we get out of there. And as I pan it off, I might set you up across the other side there and let you know what's going on. Alrighty guys, I've got out of there, maybe 2/3 of a pan, sorry, 1/3 of a pan. Not a lot of material in there. So, as of Tuesday, which is when you're seeing this, only a couple of days away, I'm going to be in China. Not holidaying. As you know, I've been stay-at-home dad for the last 5 years or whatever, and I've been out on the creek, and I mean staying at home looking after my child, and haven't been working, haven't had the need to. I've recently been offered, well, an opportunity I can't really refuse, so kill the mozzie. So I'm going to take it. It is a case of work my own hours, which is good, so I can still do what I love doing, which is getting out on the creek. However, I'm going to be away for the next few weeks. I'm then back in Melbourne for only a matter of, I think, 3 or 4 days, and then I'm off to Western Australia for a week or so. So the next month, let's say, might be pretty limited on content. We'll see how I go. I'll hopefully get a trip in before I go to Western Australia, and obviously I'm doing this one before I go, but this, I would say, will be the last one I do before I head off to China. So I will expand on what I'm doing over there and what I'm doing when I get back here, when I get back, because I'll have some footage and so on. But I'm off to Qingdao for a couple of weeks. I don't think there's much prospecting in Qingdao unless you're buying stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Let's see what was in that crevice. Let's have a look. It's probably pan of the day. Well, maybe not. Give you a look. You're on a cliff on the other side. I'll show you where you are. Jesus. I'm sitting here. You were sitting in a little rock ledge with that bit of grass. That's what just came out of that little section there. So not too bad. I don't know where I'm up to now. Probably up the other side. I might move all my stuff and I'll catch you soon. Better not let that pan float away. A little bit chunky of gold out of that one by my calculations. Anyway, catch you soon. Okay, so it's my fault, but just up from where I was, there's some delicious looking crevices and someone has got to them before me. That's what happens when you leave spots. So whoever got to that, hope you got some gold out of it. There was some delicious looking crevices. So I've moved up a bit and came across this little boulder jam here. And I managed to get a pretty large rock out of there. I've just taken a panful out of there. And there's more rocks here I'm standing on, so it goes back a fair way. And that was the result. So it's probably worth having another bit of a dig. I might try and get in behind this boulder here. See how that goes, but I have spied a bit further up the creek. Oh, I don't know if you'll see it. No, I don't think you can. There is just... Where's my finger? Huh. Just there. Little waterfall for some bedrock and stuff. Like a big tree there, but I might head up there next if we don't do any good here. So I'll see how I go. I'll give it one more behind this boulder and see what happens. Pretty thick clay under here, so it's not the greatest to process. Well, I moved up to my little waterfall. Cleaned out just in there. Boo! 1 dot. Got 1 dot in the last pan I did there too, so it's a bit unfortunate. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna head somewhere else. The amount of big red bull ants that are climbing all over my gear, one just landed on the back of my head. I'm glad I felt it and flicked him off before he had a chomp. There's a lot of them here, and I'm not really much of a fan of them because they really hurt when they bite you. So I'm undecided, but I need to scratch my itch for gold before I go overseas for 2 weeks. So I need more than a dot a pan. So I'm thinking I might take off from here and about, I don't know, 40-minute drive. I have another spot where I should get a bit better gold. So I'll see you there. Well guys, it's been 2 seconds for you, and in reality, it's been 3.5 hours. I take 40 out for the drive, but I actually started to think I was losing it. I couldn't find gold to save my life. Every single pan I was getting 1 speck. I'm not joking. Every pan, 1 speck. Didn't matter whether I did a crevice, a gravel bar, clay, I was getting 1 speck. Finally, more than 1 speck. Like, it's no world beater, but when you've been getting 1 speck, 1 speck, 1 speck, 6 bits of gold's amazing. Might even be 7 there. I think it's 6. And desperate times call for desperate measures. Have a look where I'm digging. There's not even any water in this creek. It's just slop. I just thought, there's a big rock. Let's dig under that. Oh, you know, it does happen. You don't always get gold, which, you know, at the end of the day is probably a good thing, because you get bored, I reckon. No, you wouldn't. What am I saying? Crazy talk. Someone slapped me. All right, well, it's hot too, by the way. Really hot. Well, it's not really hot. It's about 26, but when you're in waders and you haven't been warm at all for 6 months, it's hot. I'll see how we go. I won't be giving it too much longer. Well, sweet, sweet redemption. It feels so good. But before I show you, if you didn't catch the last show that I did, or episode, whatever you want to call it, I was out with Matt from Matt's Crevicing Tools. We had a great day highbanking, checking out his new Highbanker. So check that out. It's only a few days ago that I put it up. So thanks again to Matt for having me out for the day. It was good fun. Good fun indeed. Alrighty. The redemption pan. Oh yeah, baby. 1 crevice. Woo-hoo-hoo! That crevice you can't see because the water's dirty, but it's right along in front of there. You can see it sort of continues up there, but right along in front of there. That's a good pan. And I'm probably going to finish on that. I'm hot, I'm wet because I'm sweating. Heat bouncing off these rocks is amazing. So let's go home and see if there's anything worth putting on the scales. I'll draw it out and have a look, and we might chuck it on. That pan might have just saved my backside. We might register a 0.0 something. All right, I'll see you at home, guys. Here's a look at today's gold. A little bit more there than I thought. Let's chuck it on the scales. See if we get a number before the second decimal. Oh hey! 0.129. Not too bad, I suppose. The way it started, or the middle section there with no gold. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.